Home and away spoilers. Irene's memory issues nearly see her make a huge mistake. In Summer Bay, Irene is shaken when she narrowly averts a potential disaster caused by her memory issues. After inadvertently standing John up after making dinner plans with him, Irene recently confided to him that she'd been having worrying symptoms over the past few weeks, as well as numerous memory lapses. She had found herself standing in the middle of her garden in her nightie, with no memory of how she got there. But John's suggestion that Irene should seek medical help only served to upset her further. She had hoped that John would reassure her that it was nothing to worry about. Not wishing to face the reality of the situation, Irene told John to drop it. Next week, Dana comes home to an empty house, noticing the ironing board set up in the middle of the living room. But as she goes to put it away, she yells out in pain as she burns her hand. The iron is still on, and must have been on all day. When Irene arrives back at the beach house shortly afterwards, she finds Dana holding her hand under the cold tap. Explaining about the iron, Dana immediately puts the blame on Harper's baby brain, as Irene reels from the realization that she herself may have been responsible. Harper's confused when she walks into accusations from Dana about leaving the iron on. Harper knows that she didn't do so. But as Irene shuts down the argument, they're interrupted by the arrival of John, who has come to take her out to dinner. As Dana explains what's happened to John, he quietly realizes that Harper isn't to blame. The next day, after a tense conversation with Tane following his return from Japan, Harper asks Irene if she can babysit baby Archie whilst she heads out to talk things through with him. Irene says it would be her pleasure, and is excited to spend some time with Archie. A short while later, Irene grabs her handbag as she heads out the door, but stops suddenly when she hears Archie's cries coming from inside the house. Finding the baby in Harper's room, Irene is puzzled as she goes to call her, only to find a text message thanking her again for agreeing to babysit. Irene's blood runs cold. She has no memory of agreeing to babysit, and was seconds away from leaving Archie all on his own. Will this be the push that Irene needs to get help? Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.